Hare Krishna. Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jayo Radha Madhava Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jai Om Vishwapad Paramahansa Parivrajakacarya Shrotra Shri Srimad Abhayacharana Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai ISKCON Beauty Founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Jai Om Vishwapad Paramahansa Parivrajakacarya Shrotra Shri Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai Prem Se Kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Shri Radha Krishna Go Gopinath Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Giraj Govardhan Ki Jai All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories. Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Srimad Bhagvatam, Canto 10, Chapter 8, verses 7 to 9. Shri Garga Uvacha Yadunamaham Acharya Khyatascha Bhuvi Sarvada Sutam Maya Samskritam Te Manyate Deviki Sutam. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Abhayacharana Arvinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada. Garga Muni said, "My dear Nanda Maharaj, I am the priestly guide of the Yadu dynasty. This is known everywhere. Therefore, if I perform the purificatory process for your sons, Kamsa will consider them the sons of Devaki." Kamsa will consider them the sons of Devaki. Purport. Garga Muni indirectly disclosed that Krishna was the son of Devaki, not of Yashoda. Since Kamsa was already searching for Krishna, if the purificatory process were undertaken by Garga Muni, Kamsa might be informed, and that would create a catastrophe. It may be argued that although Garga Muni was a priest of the Yadu dynasty, Nanda Maharaj also belonged to that dynasty. Nanda Maharaj, however, was not acting as a Kshatriya. Therefore, Garga Muni said, "If I act as your priest, this will confirm that Krishna is the son of Devaki." Kamsa papa mati sakhyam tava chanaka dundhube devakya astamo garbho nastri bhavitum arhati iti sancintayan shrutva devakya darika vacha api hanta gata sankas tarhi tannonyo bhaved. Kamsa is both a great diplomat and a very sinful man. Therefore, having heard from Yogamaya, the daughter of Devaki, that the child who will kill him has already been born somewhere else, having heard that the 8th pregnancy of Devaki could not bring forth a female child, and having understood your friendship with Vasudeva, Kamsa, upon hearing that the purificatory process has been performed by me, the priest of the Yadu dynasty, may certainly consider all these points and suspect that Krishna is the son of Devaki and Vasudeva. Then he might take steps to kill Krishna. That would be catastrophe. Purport. Kamsa knew very well that Yogamaya was, after all, the maid servant of Krishna and Vishnu. And although Yogamaya had appeared as the daughter of Devaki, she might have been forbidden to disclose this fact. Actually, this was what had happened. Garga Muni argued very soberly that his taking part in performing the reformatory process for Krishna would give rise to many doubts, so that Kamsa might take very severe steps to kill the child. Kamsa had already sent many demons to attempt to kill this child, but none of them had survived. If Garga Muni were to perform the purificatory process, Kamsa's suspicions would be fully confirmed, and he would take very severe steps. Garga Muni gave this warning to Nanda Maharaj. Om Ajnanatimirantasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Namahom Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Shri Mate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukham karoti vachalam pangul langayati gitam yat kipata ham vande Shri Guru Dinatar Vanchakalpata Vishakapa Sindhuvecha Patita Nama Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namo. So what could be the better canto than the 10th canto to start the festival of Janmashtami? It's so near. Today is 22nd. So 8 days, 15 days, less than a month, right? Less than a month. We've already started decoration. For Vyas Puja at least. So that's nice. Doing something new that is so pleasing to the Lord. That we are using all our energy in His service. And trying to take sankalpa, like Bhaktivinoda Maharaj was mentioning, that some or the other thing so that we can please the Lord. Please the Lord. And over here, Garga Muni is trying to do his service to please the Lord. Yes. And Radha Govind Maharaj explains this pastime very beautifully. He, now it's already, he's already killed 2 demons, Putana, Trina, Varta, right? He's already killed them. But here still Garga Muni is saying that no, if I do it in public, everybody will get to know, and then he'll get to know, and then it will be more severe. And Prabhupada is so nicely mentioning over here that he already, because Brahmanas don't lie and all, so they have to use these middle techniques that, he is your son, but, somehow or the other. And then in the later chapters, later verses here, it will be mentioned that how Krishna and Balrama were go to the shed, like they are taken to the shed. And then over there in secrecy, only 4 of them are there. And then he does this process of, Namkaran. And he will be called Krishna, the all attractive. Yes, he is the same Narayana. And then Nanda Maharaj is like, what are you saying, It's like, sometimes people say that, oh, my kid is like Krishna, oh, same like Krishna, they dress up for a fancy dress competition. And then everybody like, no, so Michael, like, so beautiful, so beautiful. And over here he is, Krishna. So, like Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya says, because before he gets delivered, he is who's Garga Muni? I don't remember who's Garga Muni, Chaitanya. Somewhere Gopinath, somewhere those priests only. I think Kashi Mishra, because he is the priest of the king. I think he is Garga. I don't know. I don't remember. Maybe I'll have to see. But then Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya is like Namo Narayana. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says Krishna Mati Rastu. And then Maharaj or Radhavan Maharaj mentions that, every single time he said Namo Narayana to so many people, and they responded back as Namo Narayana. And they all are Mayavadis. But this is the first time out of the hundreds of times or millions of times he said Namo Narayana. He's got it right the first time. And this is how Garga Muni is also saying that this is Narayana. He's come. And and then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance is also predicted by Garga Muni. That yes, the Lord takes, Yuga avatars. And then he will come as Pita, Gauranga. He will come as Gaurahari in the age of Kali to deliver the fallen souls. And it's not only the avatar of Vishnu, it is the original Krishna, the original absolute truth. Bhaktivinoda Maharaj is mentioning this point again and again, that we are not just monotheistic. It's not just any other god we picked out of all these 33, so many crores of gods. And there are so many. If you go to every city in India, you'll have somebody unique god over there, Like I remember in our place, then they have, Jesuri, like Khandoba. So then that's one place. But that is not relevant to other people, all over India. And so there are so many, like avatars of Lord Shiva, Lord Vishnu, here and there, or, even the demigods. But none can come even close to the Supreme Absolute Truth. In the third canto, yesterday I was reading, and it was mentioned that I was talking to somebody, like my sister's friend has come, right? So we were talking in the car, and then he's like, what is the problem in serving the demigods? They are also appointed by the Lord. So what's the problem? What's the big deal? And then I was telling him that, those who worship the demigods are actually Pashandis. Why? Because they consider them equal to Krishna, to Vishnu, but it's not equal. And yesterday Prabhupada mentioned in the purport that those who consider that, they are Pashandis, they are actually not, they are atheistic also, because they do not consider Krishna as God at all. God and absolute truth are two different things. Yes, God means controller. You can be the God of, your home or something like that, relatively speaking. But being the absolute truth, from where everything emanates, is something totally different. Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadi Radhir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. So, when Nanda Maharaj meets, Vasudev, they both are talking, and then again Radha Govind Maharaj is mentioning, and then Vasudev is like, what should I mention? It's like, if I mention, how is your putra, how is your progeny, Chiranjeeva kaise hai aapke, something like that, then he'll be like, how does he know? Who told him? He is in the cage, right? He's in the prison house, and he's still not released or something like that, and again he's caught, right? Kamsa has this good faith somehow or the other. It's fine, let me set them free. And then again he puts them back in jail, So, and I was actually like, if Janmashtami is closer, we would have taken this. Maharaj was explaining in one of the classes that Kamsa has how many years to live? Minimum 8, because 8th son of Devaki. So minimum 8. And then after that, anytime it can happen. And Parikshit Maharaj has how many years, days or whatever? 7 days. But the reaction which both of them have is so different. So different. And I was shocked that Maharaj was actually bringing this point out, that how Parikshit Maharaj is dealing with what can be the greatest threat to your life, Your life is endangered. Everything is endangered. Everything connected to this body is going to be taken away. And how is he reacting? And I was explaining this to this friend who had come from Chicago. And then, I was telling that, what Bhagavatam says? That what should a dying man do? And everybody is dying. Eventually, somebody might say, what is the need of bhakti? But the point is that if you don't do bhakti, they are less intelligent. Whether it is the Mayavadi sannyasis also. Why? Because they've got the point of liberation, agreed. But they don't know what to do after that. And that's why they fall down again. They get into this philanthropic activity. So we have to be very careful. Sometimes we bring in Mayavad from so-called devotees and then bring it into our classes because we've heard it from the local people of the Dham or somebody. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was so stringent about it that do not deal with the Brajavasis. Yes? In Chaitanya Charitamrita, Mahaprabhu is telling Sanatana Goswami that they are on a different level. Do not interact with them because we have our own path. Mahaprabhu doesn't say it, but Maharaj was explaining that we have our own path. So better follow ours, otherwise we'll get distracted. Yes? If I'm going to hop onto a plane to India and then I get down on London and then I take something, it doesn't matter, take any plane. Planes go to India, right? So take any plane. I can go to Scandinavian, region. Scandinavia is not it's a language, right? Okay. So Sweden and Norway, right? You can reach over there. But that's not the purpose. That's not the purpose. Yes, you will reach somewhere, but not where we want to go. And then one might say that, to aspire something, this and that. But Mahaprabhu, talking to Ramananda Rai, he's explaining, give me more, give me more, give me more. And then, yes, this is the goal of life. Yes, to attain the love of Godhead, Krishna Prema. So, some people might say that, yes, Raganuga Bhakti can only be by mercy of the devotees and intense greed. How does intense greed develop? By mercy of the devotee. But what does it mean to have intense greed? Maharaj made it so simple. So simple. He said that when you desire to have what they have, that's some greed, right? What does greed mean? That means you want that. Yes, you want that. Somebody wants to marry some girl and then, there's some movies and all. Then they, abduct the girl and do so many things. They want it. But on the other hand, a person who might not do that, he also might be greedy. He also wants to marry the same girl, like Shishupal. He was greedy to marry Rukmini. Yes, and everybody wanted him. So isn't that greed? Yes, it is. And then, how do we qualify for that? Whether we are there or not there, but it's so simple. Our acharyas have made it so simple. But these days it has become so, because I have spent months, and days thinking about this. And it has really killed me. But Maharaj comes to, that's why we need a bona fide spiritual master and then the Shiksha Gurus and all. They are so nice. They will highlight it so easily that when you have that, when you are desiring that, when you're trying to get that, that is your qualification. Otherwise, if Prabhupada was not there, Yadi Prabhupada na hoito, like Vyas Puja is coming up, where we would have read these things. When I was not in ISKCON before, and then you are in the other place where you're doing whatever you're doing, there is no mention of these things. It is only mentioned by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Chaitanya Charitamrita in Ramananda Rai Samvad. And if we know that, and if we desire to have that, that means you have got mercy. Yes. And that is what mercy means. No, but we have to do this. No, it is totally different and this and that. And we make it so intensely exclusive. Yes. And then people start doing things which are not required at all. And then they go out of ISKCON and they reach somewhere else. And they will never reach because you cannot have a sadhana. Yes. A desire a mother has for the child, I cannot manifest that. Can I manifest that? I have to become a mother. But yes, if I desire it intensely, Prabhupada says, right? Going to other planets over there, you desire intensely, and at death, the next body which you will get is a mother's body. Yes? Yes. And that's how you become a mother. So, if I desire intensely, and if I am desiring to be what Mahaprabhu has come to give, and I'm trying in their footsteps, trying to follow strictly how much ever I can, obviously one day or the other, I will be given that. But we do not have faith. And that's why Prabhupada has made it so simple. And that's why we think that, oh, these purports are not enough, we have to go and see somewhere else. Yes, you can see over there, but it has to be referring back to what Srila Prabhupada says. They cannot be independent. The previous acharyas have to be approached through our acharya. That point cannot be less emphasized, But yeah, it's like we want to do this, we want to do that, but it's fine. What can we do, right? So, Vasudeva and Nanda Maharaj are actually talking. And Vasudeva says, how is your praja, How is your praja? Because it's not a girl, it's not a boy. He doesn't know it yet, but he knows, and he doesn't know at the same time. And so then he's like, yeah, my son is very nice. Everything is going good. And after so many years, he starts, he's in ecstasy. So many years, praying, it has all come. Because Vasudeva mentions that for so long you have been trying, you have been praying for a child. And now you must be so happy, How is the festival going on, And Radha Govind Maharaj is like, it's so secretive. So many issues are coming up. So many obstacles are coming up. Like right now, they want to do a simple, Namkaran ceremony. But so many problems. I cannot share, you cannot share. And then Garga Muni has to do it. But Garga Muni doesn't have to do it at the same time. Because if somebody knows, then it's a problem. Kamsa might come and hunt you down. This and that and this and that. And so many issues. And that's how, even if it's like, if we are on that platform, if we are trying to be on that platform, and if we are trying to please Krishna wholeheartedly, all the obstacles which are coming, whether it is temple management, whether it is not temple management, whether it's washing the dishes, whether it's running for Krishna, whether it's, taking stress, all of them become pleasurable. Why? The gopis are always under stress. Yes? In the Rasa Leela, when Krishna vanishes after the Pranaya Gita, what happens to them? They go in intense separation. Is that separation like we think that, oh, it is so difficult because this person cannot do this person cannot do that, this person is blocking me, they are making a monopoly out of this, and then why is this person doing this and this and but then the gopis could have said all of these things. Yes, the gopis could have said all of these things. They could have said that, yeah, why does Krishna have to go? He shouldn't go. Yes, I won't do anything now. Because it's not going according to what I want to do. Yes, I want to see Krishna day and night, 24 hours a day. But what is this Yashoda doing? Yeah, she's snatching my devotional service away. But they are not thinking that. They are in so much love with Krishna that they just see his pleasure. Maharaj mentioned, and that's why listening to the previous acharya is so important, that we don't understand the mood. We might think that I have become a senior, but when troubles come, and then when people start becoming our, issue, we might be good for the people out of station, But it is difficult to deal with people who are in the family. Yes? Usually, the issues are with dealing with our own family members, with our own brothers and sisters, with our own mother and father, Like, why are they doing this? Why are they doing that? Blah, blah, blah. When people become close, you start seeing issues. Yes? Otherwise, look at that temple. It is so nice. They do these things so nicely. But the point is that you are not doing anything over here. That's why you are feeling all these things. And that's why it's like I have to be appreciated till death to do my seva. Because, I am the recipient of everything. But that is not the qualification of an advanced devotee. An advanced devotee knows things, no material conditioning can bar devotional service. Yes. The more joyful we are in serving Radha and Krishna, in stress, in anxiety, in when it doesn't matter, what people are saying and what is happening, then even then we are blissful. Even then we are blissful. So over here, Nanda Maharaj is taking painstaking efforts to do the best for Krishna. And that's what we have to learn. We have to see what would be best for Krishna. Is it my own ego? Or is it because, I want the best for Krishna? Now, the best can be different in so many ways. So we should be very careful. Are we thinking about skill or are we thinking about devotion? Yes, those things are very important. If skill is put above devotion, then we've lost the point. Yes, we become one of the social gatherings. But if devotion is kept above skill, and then yes, skill is to support our devotion, then it is the right understanding. Otherwise, then, oh yeah, I can do this better, why is this happening and why is that happening? But the thing is that, eventually we have this illusion that somebody is better because the way they talk. Somebody is better because the way they play. Somebody is better in bhakti because the way they do dressing. No, it has nothing to do with that. A fashion designer can dress the deities so better. They can be doing it so much better than me. Yesterday I was just walking into my sister's room because I had to keep something. And then I saw that her room is so nice. It was so much better. Even though I have a bigger room, her room looks better. It is placed so nicely, everything is so nicely. So yeah, I'm like, it will not even strike me what is wrong in my room. So does that mean now that yes, somebody is better in devotion? Yeah, they might be better in devotion. I'm not saying she's not. But the thing is that is not the qualification. Yes, she can do things better. Agreed. But then, that person has to learn to understand what is pure devotional service also. Otherwise, just appreciation won't cut it. So that's why we have to be careful. As Janmashtami is coming up, Maharaj was mentioning, we should prepare a consciousness. So we should try to offer something from our heart to Radha and Krishna, Radha Madhav Hari, in such a way that they are pleased. They are happy on their day. Not my day, it's their day. They should be happy. They should be happy with the decoration. They should be happy with also the people who are coming. They should be happy, and that's why we do this management. It's not because we want to get people over here and then, gather a crowd. No, they should be Krishna conscious. That will make them happy. If we have more devotees, that is making Krishna happy. Not making and decorating the temple is going to make it happy. Yes, that is just the supporting part of the whole thing. That's why we have to have that consciousness. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Granth Srimad Bhagvatam ki jai. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.